Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dice Saga hobby hangout. We have obviously myself, Christian. Matt should be joining us shortly. He's having some technical problems, and then you do have Sarah as well, who again may be joining us. She's just got a new laptop, so touch wood, they all make it here on time. Now, to be honest, I was quite doubtful myself whether I could make it today, and that's just purely down to work. It's been very, very, very busy. So tonight I'm going to look to work on Loki. So to be honest, I'm pretty much done with Loki. I just need to do the eyes. I need to touch up the cloak a bit. And we're back. Right guys, just having a bit of connectivity issues at this moment in time. But hopefully, obviously, stick around whilst we just ease through these little problems. So Matt and Sarah should be joining us shortly. But yeah, let us know what you're working on. All that good stuff. Hey, Nat is in. Hey, Chris. Yeah, so just let me know what you're working on and all that good stuff. It's funny, I'm absolutely beat. I think it's going to be a shortish stream tonight, I believe. Mainly just, again, work's just been insanely busy. Right, let's get the eyes done. The eyes have it. I've got Scragrot, the Loon King to paint. Oh, very cool. Very cool. And Chris, you got working on 6 Giselle teams. That's Skaven guys, right? Awesome. I'll tell you what, I've not painted any Age of Sigmar for a little while now. I need to get back into the swing of things again. I will do eventually. I'm just waiting for the Ideneth Deepkin books to come out, which I believe is this month, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, as soon as that book comes out, then I'll be seeing what I need to do with my eels, to be honest. But yeah, I've been heavily involved in some board gaming activities, which has been absolutely awesome, to be honest. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Just need to get around to actually doing more videos, actually. We've done quite a few recently, and obviously Sarah's been pitching in a lot of good board game content, and Matt as well. It's just finding the time at this moment. It's quite difficult. It was actually the wife's birthday as well. So pretty much just had quite a bit of time off. Spent a week just doing absolutely random things. It's been great though. Absolutely loved it. Just going to different restaurants and movies and all that good stuff. Pre-order on Saturday, I think. Oh, very cool. All right, well, that's me then. That'll be me pre-ordering that for sure. Though how popular they're going to be, it's going to be in store, right? Don't really need to pre-order. Anyone got any hobby plans this weekend as well? I think for myself, in fact, I'm going to be watching Batman. Yeah! I'm going to watch Batman on Saturday, so that's going to be really cool. Can't wait for that. Oh, and 2 Rattling Gun for Skaven as well, very cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I did sell my Skaven army a while back, so I am looking still to do a bit of a cleanse on my Age of Sigmar stuff. But that being said, I'm not going to be short of miniatures to paint. I have got a buttload, an absolute load. But no, I'm looking forward to Batman. That's going to be really cool. So I'm watching that this Saturday, and then what else did I watch? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm going to be watching. I just showed the trailer. Uncharted. There you go. Uncharted. That's the other one. That's the other film I'm planning on watching this week. I might watch it tomorrow night. And then there was another, which I just watched recently. It's been such a manic week. It's been doing all good stuff, but I've just been doing absolutely non-stop. All right. The eyes are now settling in. I'm going to do the rim of the base. Oh, Saturday as well. I've got what's on screen at the moment, Twilight Imperium. I do actually have another game of Twilight Imperium this Saturday, which is going to be very cool with Josh, Jono, and myself. So that'll be cool. Need to schedule in another game with Matt as well, and Sarah actually, with Age of Sigmar. Haven't had a game since last we streamed actually. It's been a while. It's been a very odd last few months, put it that way. So things have gone out of whack. Been chiming in on the campaign that we've got going on so far as well, which is very cool. So we've got, at this moment in time, I think, well, again, I don't want to say too much because, again, that's going to give away the plans and so on, but obviously I'm fighting for the Warherd, so my ogres, which is obviously cool, and there's been a bit of a debate, just put it that way, between me and Alejandro about plans, which is quite fun. But that seems to be going in full steam ahead. We've had quite a lot of submissions through as well, which is amazing. And yeah, you guys have really been chomping at the bit to get this next campaign up, which is, again, obviously Matt's doing vast majority of the work on this, so hopefully he joins soon. He can fill you in a bit more. But no, it seems to be going in a good direction. All right, guys, I'll leave up to you. So I have got, bear with us. Okay, so I have, let me just switch up screens a bit. So I do have this box. So I've got these chaps. So up next to paint is going to be either Korg, Valkyrie, or Beta Ray Bill, or I got these guys, or it's going to be Green Goblin or Ghost Spider, or I think name's Gwen. But yeah, so I need to decide which one I'm going to paint next. It's out of these 2 boxes because that's what happened on Instagram. I just did a poll, as in like out of all the Marvel stuff, which one would be fair to paint. So these 2 boxes came out on top. So I'm painting both at the same time. So I've painted Thor recently. I've painted Spider-Man. painted Loki, I've painted Miles Morales. So now it's just, obviously finishing off Loki now and then moving on to these guys. So yeah, just let us know if you have any preference. But other than that, I'm leaning towards these guys. So I'm leaning towards probably Green Goblin or Ghost Spider. Probably Green Goblin. Get another villain painted. All right, Cedar, how are you doing? I was going to say, yeah, Matt and Sarah may be joining us shortly. We're just waiting for their tech issues to be resolved. Hope everyone's having a good evening and got a good weekend planned, hopefully. All right, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and locate a bloody paint. So now I'm looking forward to getting my eels done and Ideneth guys fully painted, because again, I've got the 2 boxes that still need painting. I've not even assembled them just yet. So once they're assembled, I feel a lot better about myself. But yeah, I'm waiting for the books. Obviously, I think who is it now? Night of Zen said it was actually out for pre-order. The Ideneth book this Saturday, which is going to be cool. Get myself that, and then I'll see where I stand. I've not actually had them in battle yet either, so that's going to be interesting. Because who knows if I bloody like them? That's the thing, isn't it? Roll on the weekend, indeed, I say. Yeah, it's just, to be honest, it's been a very short working week for me. I was saying to the guys earlier that it's been the wife's birthday, so we've basically just, instead of going abroad and doing other bits or big holiday, we decided just to, over that course of like 4 or 5 days, literally just do what we want when we want. So like movies, going out to eat all the time, and just basically just having a great time really. So yeah, I've been doing a bit of that good stuff, and then I went first day back this week today, and there's so much on work-wise. So obviously I've had to try and get on top of that, which I've nowhere near. Nowhere near. So yeah, that's going to be a joy tomorrow and obviously next week. But hey ho, it's what pays the bills. But yeah, I've got a good weekend coming. I've got tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I might be watching Uncharted. On Saturday night I might be watching. I am watching Batman. So that's going to be very cool. Right, what color are Loki's eyes? Bloody hell, I'm going blind here. Okay, they're done in blue. Blue it is, like the frost giants. And then as soon as I've got the eels done, then I'll be working on the ogres, which will be very cool as well, because I've still got plenty of stuff to do. I mean, I've got obviously a buttload of painting and obviously models to assemble, but all in good time. I'm sure, honestly, I will tell her. Thank you, Cedar. Yeah, 34 years young is what I'd like to say. All right, Matt. You on mute? Or you just have to be kind of quiet?
Hope I am here. I was on mute.
All right.
Plus, it's a bit noisy.
All
right. But good evening, everyone.
So, Matt, what are you working on? Are you working on your commission piece? Looks like it.
Yeah, there's just the chariot. I've done most of the work. It's just a matter of doing some highlights now.
No, fair. I'm just doing some the good old eyes, so I have to be concentrating.
What are you working on?
And it's finished off low-key. I've not even... I was so close to finishing them off, but I've just not painted at all for like the last 5 days. So just finishing them off. And there you go. Woohoo! Done his eyes. Oh. Yeah, so I was just saying to the guys, Matt, I've got what was I going to say? I've got the... Oh, so Natives Zen was actually telling us that I've got the Ideneth Deepkin book due for a pre-order this weekend, which is cool. So hopefully that should be obviously, the week mid of March around now.
Yeah, I remember like you were having some misgivings about the what was it, the behemoths or the monsters being battle line and all that, and that being the only change. Did you see the new article about the rituals?
No?
Yeah, I think it came out like yesterday, maybe the day before. It's
All
about
right.
like how the rituals affect like the tides of death or whatever they're called.
All right, no idea. No, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So like basically you choose a ritual and they enhance the tides of death effect depending on which ritual you choose.
Okay.
So
I mean,
it could be interesting. Gives something.
yeah. I mean, I assumed there would be something more than what they've shown already anyway, but yeah, if it's going to be a bit more intriguing to play, then that's pretty cool. Rather than just Monster Mash.
Nah, I'm sure there'll be other things as well. And like, some ability changes, some number changes, the generic stuff.
There we go. A
little bit of everything,
Yeah, make your tides of death even more. Okay. Tempestuous within potent Ishran rituals. That's a mouthful. Right. So what do we have?
I mean, you have your custom. What was it, Tidecaster? Is that what it's called?
Tidecaster, yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I'm just reading the article now, actually on screen. Let's bring it on. So yeah, I'm just reading the article now. I'm just having a quick look. Flood Tide. In this battle round, friendly Ideneth units can run and still shoot or charge in the same turn. That's battle round 2. And issuing rituals, a ritual of surging stream. Sounds like early morning get up call, nice. Add 1 to run rolls and charge rolls for friendly Ideneth Deepkin units that are affected by Flood Tide ability.
So it kind of augments the tides of death stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was before. Like, I think it had rituals before, but it sounds like they weren't all that effective before, or they weren't all that great.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the rituals. From what I remember, they had spells and then they just had the tides. That was it. They didn't really have anything that could enhance, or at least from what when I looked at the book. Yo, Josh, how's it going? Just checking out some of the Ideneth Deepkin stoof.
Hey, Josh. Long time no see. Have you decided to come over to play AOS yet?
Tides of Death. So battle round 4, Ebb Tide. In this battle round, friendly Ideneth Deepkin units can retreat and still shoot or charge in the same turn. That's for battle round 4, Matt. Dear Lord, it's a struggle getting to that battle round anyway.
Is there a way for you to adjust which round the battle tide is, or the tides of death thing is?
Yeah, well, on the old one, on the old what you call it, well, in the current book before this book gets released, the Tidecaster can reverse the tide. So then,
Okay.
yes, so there is a way to get around it. So Josh saying, "Hi guys, now double down and kill team." Fair play.
Ooh.
Okay, so then before a friendly add an Athenian unit that is affected by the Eptide ability retreats. Retreats, roll the dice for each enemy unit within 3 inches of that unit. On a 4+, that enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Okay. At least it's a little bit of mortal wound output, but on a 4+, which is
That's something.
something, yeah. No, it's cool. I'll check those out. I'll just put it this way: I'm definitely going to give them a go, and a fair good go, because obviously it's.
I mean, you have the army, so you might as
I've
well,
not even
right?
used them yet, exactly. Yeah, so I can't really.
Did you even
say
have
too
the
much.
old book or no?
Yeah.
Had
Yeah,
you
got
never
the old
played them
book,
before at all?
No, I've never played them. So again, it's just that time, isn't it? Because I've had so many, so then it's just like, and I was still
Just have to
building.
find the time.
That's it. It's just obviously building assembling and painting the other armies. That it just came to a point where it was just like, it's like it talks about many times. I was like Nighthaunt not used for over a year, and a few others as well. So like KO as well. It's been a good while. But yes, I've done his eyes now. Let me just get that close-up map. There you go. That's my little Loki figurine, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty much done now. And Matt, you've obviously got his chariot, Stormcast commission chariot you're working on.
I
Nice. All right.
What are you going to work on after Loki?
I was debating, to be honest. I'm either going to do. So we've got these guys. So we've got either Green Goblin or Ghost Spider. I might just finish off the Spider-Man box, to be honest. Just because once I've done those two, that's the Spider-Man box done. And then, I got these guys, the Asgard folk. So then I've just got Korg, Valkyrie, and Beta Ray Bill. Once those guys are done, that's those two boxes down. Which is always good.
Feels good when you finish a box.
Oh, yes, it really does. Needs a bit of Waywatcher green, I think. And his cloak. Yeah, to be honest, Kill Team is one of those things that I'd actually like to give it a go at some point, but it's just getting the models.
Would
painted.
too, but I need to finish my already fair pile of shame.
Yeah.
I mean, after I finish these guys, then I got a few more things I want to do for my Soul Blight.
Yeah.
And then Zinch. I should probably do Archeon at some point. He's been primed for a while.
Yeah. Just never bring him out. Be all good.
No, I'll bring him out. He'll be my star player every game.
I think our games will get fewer and fewer. I'll need to invest in the good old Mathlan and actually start studying some more tactics if there's bring out the bad boys, the big guns.
We got the turtle, so that's not bad.
I got the turtle, yeah. Turtle battalion.
Honestly, I don't think I have very many big models, if any.
Don't
I mean,
recall
the biggest
fighting
model
against
I have, I think, at the moment would be my Vampire Lord. on the dragon, but
Ooh.
not used that yet. Even then, I wouldn't really call that like a big centerpiece type model.
Yeah. Josh there saying, need a haircut before I appear in another one of your videos. This is why, Josh. This weekend, Saturday, I should say. That's why I'm getting a haircut prior to the game.
A good idea. Or just be like me and just don't show up on camera.
Oh, dear me. Right, you. Alright, I think I'm just going to call Loki done, I think, yeah. Because again, they're not going to be, it just needs to be presentable, looking pretty cool. That's the aim of the game. Alright. Loki can go in the box. That's you done, my friend. There's always things, though, isn't there? When you're like, oh, should I not? Like, there's like little bits you can touch up and just.
Yeah, but like you can always do that for like everything, though. There's no actual finishing point if you do that.
No, exactly.
You can always find something to improve, something to add on, something to change.
Yeah.
And you just get to a point where you can't finish.
Yes, quite, yes. Oh, Agent Nagash is here. Yes, it is indeed Nagash, the Supreme Lord of Undeath. Your savior has arrived.
All hail Nagash.
Yes, all good, mate. All good. Right. Matt, shout it. Goblin. I'm fuck balls. I'm doing a green goblin.
Wait, what?
I was going to say green goblin or Gwen, the ghost spider. So, well, I was, yeah. I'm
Green Goblin. Green Goblin.
Yeah. More iconic. Let's go with it. Yeah, I've already painted Miles Morales and Spider-Man. So why not do the gobbo? Green Goblin, yeah, boy. Time to do some painting or basing. Let's do it. So Nagash, did you manage to paint your troll that you're working on?
I'm gonna imagine that it's still at the same point that we last left him.
I concur. Oh, yeah, Matt, I'm going to be watching. I don't know actually if I've already said to you that just my brain isn't working today, but I'm going to be watching Batman on Saturday. New one.
The Robin Pattinson one.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson? Patterson? Patterson?
Patterson.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to it. Obviously, it's Batman, but we'll see if it's any good. I've purposely not read any reviews or anything, just because I want to form my own opinion as always. But...
Yeah. I think I've heard relatively good things about it. I don't know. It's kind of... I mean, you'll always have people that just hate certain actors or certain directors or certain elements of a film for reasons beyond me. Without even
just die hard
shot.
Yeah. It's like when they looked at recasting the Joker and everything, it's just like, mate, I get it, but at the same time, it's a fictional character. So just recast and do it. Just do it.
Recast and move on.
Mm.
And people get really hung up on like specific actors or specific
Fulfilling
directors,
roles.
whatever. But like, why would you box yourself in like that? Because I mean, like, you know, the comic books get rebooted and retold and redone in so many different times.
Yep.
No one complains about that usually.
Yeah.
And if you do, then you're really missing out. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
like, if you just stick with like the original author, original storyline, whatever, you run out pretty damn quick.
Yeah, that's been the issue with some of the characters that have been around for quite some time, like Thor and obviously Captain America and a load of others, where like they've obviously redone certain bits. They had the whole Marvel reboot and comic book wise, and but characters in different issues, obviously, you know, some die, some obviously turn into villains or whatever. So it's just a different way of telling a story and a bit of fun.
Yeah, I think it's worthwhile to give, you know, new people a chance to try, you know, being the, you know, like, I think everyone equates, I can't say his name, Robert Pattinson, whatever, that guy. I think everyone just equates him with Twilight, and they just,
it's such a big thing.
Yeah, but like, you can't just tar an actor based off of one film they've done. It's not really fair.
No, I mean, in all honesty, it's like there is a certain actor that fits for me. That always, no matter what, he's always like Jean-Luc Picard. There you go, Patrick Stewart. For me, he's always that guy. But then again, I do actually like him in other roles. But you can tell got the bobble. Well, in fact, my brother got me the bobblehead.
So when you see him in X-Men, do you see him as Jean-Luc Picard rather than Professor Xavier?
I got him at first. I did, but that was many years ago. But now, no, it's obviously the mindset changed, and I grew out of that phase of just being like, oh no, he's not that. He's flipping. He's on the Enterprise.
I think the more open-minded you are, the better you can enjoy the experience.
Strangely enough, the older I get, the more open-minded I get. Quite the reverse. So Josh saying Batman looks good. And that is then. I'm going to see Batman next week. Very cool. And as always, you know, we don't do spoilers on here, do we, Matthew?
I wouldn't know what to spoil.
No, just in general. I think, in fact, I probably did one. Oh, no, it's either us or Nagash. Someone actually did like a little spoiler thing before. It might have been myself, actually, can't remember. But I forgot it was a TV series or something we were referencing. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the thing. It's the Age of Sigmar books that were coming out. And I think we were talking, you know, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, back when it was like Broken Realms or whatever.
Broken Realms, there you go. Thank you. Yes, Broken Realms stuff. Yeah.
Feels like that was a while ago now, doesn't it?
When this massive event happened. Oops. Can't blame the excitement. Green Goblin, a fun character. In this to paint, that is. I don't know how you can see. In fact, let me just change it up a bit. Yeah. He's on his little board, which is pretty cool. So that'll be fun. Yeah, for those who don't know, it's just from a board game, Marvel United. These are the miniatures that I have been painting for some time now. Whilst I've taken a little break from AOS, painting miniatures, that is. Mainly because I've pretty much painted everything that I own, and apart from some Ideneth stuff, which I was waiting for the book to come out. Which is out very shortly. And plus, it's always nice to try different things, especially painting, because I've never painted anything other than Warhammer. So it's quite fun.
Are you ever going to get back to painting AOS?
Oh, yeah. In 2042. Yeah, of course I will. To be honest, I don't think I'll be painting a full-on army again, though. Not anytime soon, anyway. Unless GW brings out something that just blows me away, which, yeah, I doubt it would happen, because I think the only thing that army-wise that I would actually go and collect from scratch again, just because of the amount of armies I've bought, but would be if it was a human faction, like a crusader kind of thing, or mixed in with vampire hunters and stuff like that. I think that'll be my selling point.
Wouldn't hold your breath on that one, I don't think.
No. As about you, Matt? Because I know you've got plenty to get through.
I've still got a lot to get through, really. So I don't think I have to worry about getting a new army at any point.
Yeah. What
Got like
convince
a load of Stormcast I need to go through.
Mm.
And then still got my Zinch box, which hasn't been opened yet.
Yep.
And what else? Just random bits, random units of things. Mostly Stormcast, I think.
You're painting them all in the kind of same color scheme? For your army? Or
Yeah,
think
for
about
the time
doing
being,
another...
I think so. I don't plan on switching my paint scheme at any point.
I was more just thinking, like, just trying out, like, a slightly different scheme for, I don't know, like some sort of narrative purpose, and, like, to integrate with your existing chapter, if you like. Or your...
I might do a unit or two, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Josh, if you're still there, do you know what faction you're going to play tomorrow? It's the Twilight Imperium game that I'm always looking to do. As well, Matt, we do need to schedule in another game.
Yeah, when do you want?
Probably do next week, if that's good. Obviously, weekday again, right?
Let's see.
Either that. Let us know. Because
yeah,
if not, it could be the week after.
Wednesday or Thursday would be all right, I think, maybe.
Okay, cool. Let us know anyway, just because what I'll do, if it's the week after, I may have the Idleness book. So it might be an interesting...
All right, so it's on pre-order this Saturday, isn't it? So you won't get it until the following Saturday, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Right. Okay.
Oh, so it'll be the week after that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have a game before then.
We'll do another one maybe if you want.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Next week you can. You don't have to play Adneth, you can play something else.
No, for sure. Yeah. Although I could play Idleness and just try them out and just say, "Ooh, that's how they play now," and then get my hopes up. Oh, this is really good actually. And then the new book comes out, and I'm like, ugh. No, I won't. I'll play another round.
The new book will give you some better stuff to deal with.
No,
better stuff to work with.
Yeah, I was just joking. All right. Yes, I might try my KO, just to give them a run out before, because they'll be one of the other armies that I'm tempted to sell. So I'll give them another go, and we'll see how I get on and whether I feel it.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's see, who would I do? I might, if you do KO, I might. Ooh, we could do a rematch of your KO versus my corn.
There we go. Are you bringing out your bloodthirst this time?
I might have to.
Oh no.
Otherwise, it'd just be no challenge, really.
Yeah.
Like, I literally think I would not be able to catch you.
No, that's it. I mean, it'd be an interesting fight, actually, just because with the bloodthirster in the mix, it could be squeaky
A
bum
little
time.
bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Assuming you don't just blast them out of the sky initially.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the endless spell anymore, Matt, so
Oh, that's true.
that's
I'm sure you could throw another one down, though.
yeah, I think something.
I have most of the endless spells painted up, so if you want to use one,
Yeah, cool.
I feel like they're not that big of a deal now in 3rd edition.
What, endless spells, no?
Yeah, like not as big of a deal because they were like the main hype of 2.0 when it first dropped.
Yeah, true.
And now monsters is the big hype, so endless spells are just kind of taking a back seat. I feel they're still all right, I'm sure, but yeah,
they're not center stage anymore.
Doesn't feel like it.
As well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, the only army that I've got that I've used endless spells with in this edition is my Sylvaneth. I thought they were alright. Green Gobbo! Oh, his cheeky little grin. Oh. Jono. Bloody hell, we are blessed with Jono's presence. What's going on here? There we go. So I'm working on the Green Goblin, Jono. I don't know if you can see that well, but yeah, that's the guy I'm working on currently. So yeah, he's up next. I've finished off Spider-Man. I've finished off Miles Morales. Finished off Loki. Finished off Thor. I've finished off a lot since we last played this game. And then I've got I've got the Green Goblin, and I've got a Ghost Spider left of that box, and that's that done, which is cool. And then of the Asgard box, I have Valkyrie, Krog, and Beta Ray Bill, I think his name is. Nice. Yeah, we had a game. I think I told you, but the last game we had of this was what do you call it now? We played. I think my brother played Punisher, and absolutely punishing, very brutal. Dishes out so much damage. Now, I was going to say, you're going to have a game with us at some point, because it's not that long of a game either. You still there, Matt?
Sorry, muted myself. Yes, that would be cool. Just need to find time. Yeah, just need to find time. That's the main thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's it.
Time is always the main challenge.
But no, the minute we get a game in, that'll be cool because it's only about half hour max per game.
It's not bad.
Sometimes quicker than that. Yeah. So,
a good convenient time frame.
Yeah. It's just good so you can, if folks want to, you can get multiple games in like we do, or if you ain't got time, then quick game, one game, and you can shoot off or do whatever depending on your timing or your availability. Pardon me. Last time I played with you, none of them were painted. Really?
It's calling you out.
No, I've got a paint.
Calling you out.
Really? I know it was Christmas, wasn't it? Last time we played, so it was a while ago. I think it was Christmas. No, it wasn't. It was New Year's Eve, maybe. I can't remember. It was one of them. It was one of the holidays. Because, yeah, we were saying that some participants weren't really participating on the damn phones. Some of them. But then again, it's obviously the interest. It was just like a family gathering. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'll play." And the phones came out, and then I was like, "Guys, the villain's attacking. What do we do now? I told you about 5 times. Do something." But at least they can participate and have a bit of fun with it, which is good.
As long as it doesn't detract from everyone else's fun, whatever.
No, exactly. Yeah. It stressed me out a bit because I was like, it's basically the equivalent of just me playing against Jono, to be honest. Then. So I was trying to control. I was like telling guys what to do with their characters just because, like, I don't know what to do now. But they have played it a few times and they actually enjoy it, to be honest. It's just, I think, the time and the place, I think it was, where it wasn't really dedicated for board games. It was just spur of the moment thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, like holiday season, you have a ton of other things to do, really.
Yeah, distractions. Yeah. All that jazz. Yeah, well, in that case, John, I've painted a lot since last you played. Alright, so he's coming along. Well, in fact, he's not coming up. Well, he's coming along a little bit. He's got the base in. I've just got to do the base of the mini. And then I can start cracking on with actual colours then.
You're still doing most of those with contrast, right?
To be honest, I've stepped away a little bit from contrast, yeah, with these ones.
Because I've noticed like a lot of them are quite like flat models, aren't they? So how do you find it with the contrasts?
Not great for some of them. So that's why I've had to pull back and use I want to say the old style, but the classic style, should I say, of painting miniatures.
The contrast old ways.
Huh?
The old ways, the ancient ways.
Yes. Like good old Nolan oil and all that jazz. But I was painting. I had what the heck you call it, Black Templar contrast paint, and I totally forgot to close the lid. And I came upstairs, light was off, and I was like, I'll just throw my watch on the table. And obviously, lo and behold, yes, it's a good job it went all over my actual Games Workshop mat rather than the floor or anything. So
yeah, that's not too bad.
Panic over. Although I did spend like the next 20 minutes cleaning up.
After the first 10 minutes of swearing.
Pretty much. And then obviously praying that I didn't go on the floor, and then otherwise I have to tell the wife, and that'll be another situation altogether.
Yeah.
Like,
not a fun situation to be in.
Kind of spilled something, and then heads will roll. My head will roll, not heads. Only got the one. My head would roll. You bugger. Some awkward angles on this thing. Bless you. I heard your wife's Annie sneezing.
Yep, that was.
Come on, Gobbo. This is the one thing about these miniatures, though, is when you actually paint it, because obviously everything's assembled and all together, which is great. Obviously, I love that because you can just pick them and play. But when you come to paint them, obviously not really. You don't have to paint them.
You can't sub-assembly.
Yeah, it's just like some really really awkward, difficult angles to get the paintbrush into.
Yeah.
But you little.
I imagine like most players wouldn't paint them.
No, not at all. Yeah. I've seen a fair few good paint jobs on Instagram for sure.
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, like the majority of players, like people that will pick up the game and play it, probably don't cross over into miniature wargaming, so they wouldn't have the not the skills, but like not the they wouldn't
see how much you can insult
have that. They wouldn't have that as like part of their hobby or part of their game.
Yeah. Do you know if you're still there, mate? Do you know what faction you're going to be tomorrow? You're going to try someone totally brand new.
What are you guys doing tomorrow?
Twilight Imperium.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, Josh, me, and Jono.
Cool.
To be honest, I've not decided who I'm being yet, but I'll just
trying to gather some intel.
Different. Huh?
Trying to gather some intel.
I would do if I knew about them. I knew more about the races, but to be honest, I know kind of high level what most do. But it's mainly on the day when you find out and it hits you and you're like, oh damn. It's like my guys were last game we played. Basically, they flew in there and blew the ships up and obviously caused damage. So it's like, and then they ended out like these. I don't know, because obviously it's certain words you don't really want to say on stream, but they were a certain type of people who do certain type of things and spread some type of word. There you go.
No idea.
Take of that as you will.
I'll just use my imagination.
Yeah, that sounds best. But no, they pretty much go in there, destroy their own ships, inflicts damage on enemy vessels, and then they also go around to other planets when they invade. And when they drop off their troops, they end up having this ability, this functionality where you can actually capture or convert, should I say, their enemy for their troops as well. So it's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's the first time we've actually won that game, and it's with those guys. It's pretty cool. And the first time we won, didn't bloody record it, did I?
And no one will believe you.
No one believed it, exactly. No. This is the way. Oh dear. Alright, so that's the... Oh, no. Close. Gobbo almost done. In terms of the base. And then... Oh, just... Floppity flops. No, it just drops. the ghost spider on the floor. So
All
next
good.
miniature is this person.
Who's that?
So that's Gwen.
Gwen.
Yeah, ghost spider. Pew pew or thwop, as you say. Is it thwop or thwap or something? The noise for the shooter that comes out. Comic book terminology and all. So Matt, what are you thinking about painting after this?
After this, I'm doing my Mortis engine. Oh wait, no, it's a Coven Throne. That's what it is.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. I still got a few more units for my Soul Blight. I still have 1 unit of Blood Knights to do, as well as 20 skeletons.
Mm.
That was way quick though, I think.
Yeah.
I'm doing really basic color scheme with them.
I was gonna say, Matt, you've been smashing through those though.
Well, I did it to try and get the what's it called, New Year, New Army thing done.
All right.
And plus, they were just sitting there. I thought, might as well get them done.
Yeah, no,
It felt like a fun challenge to do, like, the 80 zombies.
No, for sure, it's cool.
To be fair, my Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon, the Zombie Dragon's almost done, basically. But the Lord on it, he's not really that done. He's got the face painted, but I haven't done the armor or the stuff that he has.
Right. What type of vampire skin have you gone for?
I just went really pale. It was Rakarth flesh and Pallid Witch flesh, I think, with a bit of shade. I think I used purple shade. What's it called? Druchii Violet?
Druchii Violet, yeah, that's one.
Yeah. I think that's what I used. Can't remember exactly.
Well, that's cool. I was going to say, Matt, next time come around as well, I'll bring I don't know what the correct terminology is, but the spinner.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
If you do that, then I can. If you bring that the next time, then what I think would be a good idea would be to take some pictures with our Crystal Fortress thingy.
Oh yeah.
I can finish that review.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's been sitting on the back burner for quite some time.
It has been. Yeah. Okay.
Get that done, and then maybe we'll get more people to send us stuff to review. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I still quite like the Crystal Fortress box. It's quite nice, I think.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've failed massively on that. Mine's not got anything in it. It's on top of the cabinet, so I need to put something in it and put it to use. It's just space. That's my problem. Lack of space.
Yeah, that's an issue, and
because I'd love to just dedicate a whole room to hobby stuff, yeah, and have things on the walls. So we've got Gimli's axe as well, and we've got a few other bits I like to get. And at the moment, Gimli's axe is just leaning against the wall.
Makeup.
No, that's where where the makeup stuff is. That's just where all the thing is, the unpainted stuff, boxed away stuff. So I'm still, I'm looking at doing that giveaway soon. I'll talk to you later about it. But the starter box. But I'll talk to you later on that. We haven't done a giveaway in absolutely ages, have we?
Well, I think we're still waiting to get to that milestone of 1,000, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we're getting close. We're in
there.
Yeah. We used to do it for Instagram milestones, didn't we? Where we hit every 1,000. But we're getting closer to 4,000 on Instagram, so that's always a good thing. Yeah. And then we're getting a little bit closer, edging forward ever so slightly on the 1,000 mark for the good old YouTube.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
Right. I'll paint. What do we want to do? Okay. Stick with the base. It's all about the base. It's going to be quite interesting when I fight against your Soulblight. Because I've
Why?
not fought. Because I used to collect, obviously, used to collect vampire counts.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So obviously you should just let me win.
And I think I might. No,
Despite your fancy new tome and everything, just let me win. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Because they are one of the if those guys came out around the same time as the Nighthaunt, then obviously I would have got the Soulblight. Put it that way. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys play, and because again, I'm a massive fan of them. I love all things vampires, so being able to actually fight them should be pretty cool. And I think one time as well, Matt, I might even use your miniatures.
By all means,
Yeah.
Go for it.
Just give Stormcast a good run out. Because I've actually got Stormcast myself. It's just not painted or anything.
I mean, you had a few guys painted up.
That's just Warcry. I'm going to throw Warband. You don't run Nighthaunt are cool. And they do have some cool looking minis, but they're just not vampires. So. Or zombie horde. So. Yeah, Sarah said she was going to try and join us today, but she just got a new laptop.
Oh, did she? That's nice. So may I actually get to watch her paint rather than just try to assemble stuff?
Yeah, rather than Bob the Builder, she'll be able to actually paint things.
Yeah, don't mind the screams. It's just Annie watching TV.
Yeah.
We're not murdering people. It's all right.
It's all good. Andre, hey, welcome. So, everyone in chat, let us know what you're working on. Whether or not you're chilling, hanging, painting, all that kind of good stuff. Myself, I am working on basing Marvel United miniatures. So that is Green Goblin and Gwen or Ghost Spider. And Matt, you are, let me just
still doing my Chariot.
Yep. So Chariot is part of a commission, and that's for Stormcast Eternals from Age of Sigmar. Very cool. Let me zoom in a bit more. There you go. Yeah. It's looking good, that much.
And some, if you're the Griff boys.
Do you guys play or played D&D? Yes, we have. To both.
We have. We haven't in a long time, though.
No, we haven't done. No, Jono keeps asking, actually, if we should get it set up again at some point.
We could. I mean, to be fair, what we could do is we could do a campaign online, like over stream.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
If Jono's still there, and or Josh, if you guys want to tell me, do you guys want to do that? Something online? Because it'd be easier for me, because kids, family, etc. It would just be a lot more logistically simpler for me if we just do this online. And if that's okay, the next question would be, do you guys want to continue our previous campaign?
This is it, Matt, isn't it? So we did have Obviously,
A
because I've
good while
DM'd,
ago.
yeah, I've DM'd a while ago. Then you took over DM, and then yeah,
We just
we need,
stopped and then COVID.
yeah, we just have to have a chat really about who want whether we want a new DM out of whether it's us two or whether or not we want to, either Josh or Jono try it out. But
Yeah, either way, it'd be fine.
we could just do one-off missions and other bits depending on availability and time as well. Because
Yeah, well,
completing
that's
the
the
whole
thing. Like, I
campaign,
could do my campaign, but at the same time, if that's like difficult for us to pull off like consistently, maybe we just do like one-offs. I mean, like, we can have consistent characters, persistent characters. It's just that we have it one-off, like a short mini adventure once in a while, and just leave it at that.
it's like what I did with the starting off. I don't think you were there for the. I can't remember whether you were there for the very first one I did.
No,
but
you DM for Josh and I think you did it for Josh and Jono,
it was
or maybe
Josh,
for Jay.
Jono, Jay, and I think
Someone else with a J.
Yeah, like Jay's girlfriend as well, I think it was.
Possibly.
And yeah, so it's a few folks anyway. But yeah, so when so that was just like a little scenario, which just to get people to feel for it, where we start off in like the horse and carriage, the stereotypical good stuff, horse and carriage. Everyone was like got summoned to this, the dukes in the kingdom. And on the way there, they would like chatting to each other, and it's like getting to know each other. And then obviously had sound effects of like horse and carriage, and then the rain, and then I pressed a button on the app because they had that little speaker in the middle of the table.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then the thunder went off. I loved it. So yeah. But so obviously I like rambling, but we'll speak with John and Josh about that as well.
People in chat, let us know as well. Would you guys want to watch something like that streamed? I mean, it'd be like a 3 hour stream, I suppose. We could do like
we could do.
Like
8:30. There's different ways, Matt. We could do it stream, or we could do a recording of it and then edit it.
Yeah, so that would work. That could work too. That would work too.
So then you got Rambo. Hey, Rambo. Didn't see you actually join the chat. Welcome again. And then both Andre and Rambo saying they'd be up for it.
Cool.
For a watch.
Cool.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. And plus, Matt, what it could do, it could allow yourself to DM like a session, and then I could DM the next one, and we can just alternate kind of thing as well, which would be kind of fun. Like one-off scenarios, or like if it's guaranteed 2 sessions, then we can just do that kind of thing. So I know we're all struck for time.
I'm curious, would we be doing D&D 5th edition? That's still the most recent or the current one, right?
Yeah. That'll be the one.
Yeah.
And Night of Zen D&D content would be fun.
Cool.
You know what? I've actually got. I'm going to cosplay it as well. I'm going to have to purposely choose a wizard of some sort. And...
Oh, good lord. Oh dear lord.
Matt, you know me. When I do something, I go all in. So.
All right. Well, I can cosplay too. I'll just be a Slanesh follower, Slanesh cultist. It'd be glorious.
Man-thong and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that'd be the least of your concerns.
Oh dear. Yeah,
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Although cosplay, I won't. I don't think it should be a dwarf, right? I mean, got the Gimli's axe right here. So
Jono could do it.
Doesn't really translate through the screen. So
Jono's got the beard for it. He could do it.
No, he does indeed. Try not to destroy everything as put this back. There you go. Ooh, yeah, so that'll be good fun.
Yeah, I think it would.
I'm not sure whether Sarah's played D&D. Can't remember.
I feel like she said that she has before in the past, but maybe not recently. I don't know.
Yeah, so we could ask Sarah as well and see if she's.
Another option is we could do Soulbound.
Another beast,
though.
Will that be an online Sorry, an OnlyFans episode again. For Matt especially, yes. A solo mission by Matt.
Only for the most dedicated of fans.
Mm. But no, that's something we can certainly look into.
Yeah, wouldn't mind. It's been a while.
We'll have to refresh, and I think that's why. I mean, live is always good, just because you get the chat interaction as well, and it's just good laugh. But obviously, it does stall things because decisions, discussions, and obviously rule checks. I mean, to be honest, I'm obviously Matt, as you know, but when I'm the DM, I just whatever. I
just fling it.
Yeah,
just fling
exactly.
it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep it flowing than like having to check on rules every couple of seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ruins it. I
job.
think
You rolled like 3 and a 2. You killed it. Well done.
Yeah. I mean, like if you think about it, the DM's job is to make it a fun story for people to go through. If you're just going to be, lawyering your way through the game and saying, "Oh, you must get this roll or else, everyone dies," and that's like 5 minutes in. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'd fudge rules or like whatever just to make things a bit more interesting, entertaining, or just a bit more fun for everyone. It's no fun if it's just going to be boring rolls all day long.
Yep, I agree. See, they're saying obviously with a crikey, and then you got a native Zen saying, "I get you, Dice Sagas plus." Indeed, yes.
I mean, if that is the only way for us to get some funding, I'm totally for it. Anyone willing to spend some money for an OnlyFans thing, I'm all for it. I have no scruples or morals. It's all right.
Alternatively, the Disney version, you could buy us a coffee in the link below.
That would also work. I think people would sleep better that way, I think. I know I would.
Yeah, less trauma.
Slightly less trauma. There's enough bad stuff on the internet. You don't need me on there.
What about Warhammer Quest? You guys ever played Cursed City or Blackstone Fortress?
I was thinking about Cursed City, just because I do like the models, and the cityscape is kind of cool too. And I don't have very many board games, so it would be cool. But again, I don't know how feasible it would be for me to actually find time to play, so that stops me.
It's true. You'll find that a lot with myself and Matt, where you're just going to say like, "Oh, time." About playing different types of games and systems, and it's like 40k. I was really keen to try and get 40k on this channel and get going with that, but it quickly came to light that you need time soon.
I mean, your initial thought of doing like kill team? That still is plausible.
No, it is, yeah.
But like full on 40k,
that's
difficult. Very, very difficult.
Yeah,
it's entirely doable, but just very, very difficult. Just because we have, actual lives. And like to juggle that and then AOS and then like doing stuff here on YouTube, not very feasible. Not very feasible at all.
That's it. It's just like editing videos and content and trying to get things up and running. It's trying to do what we're doing now. in a timely fashion and all that stuff is not really
Timely
worth
fashion.
it very much. That's why I think the one-off. I would never commit to like a whole D&D campaign just because it's just
Yeah, be a bit much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable over like a long spans of time.
Well, this is it. Though it's just the players to ensure that we get the players involved and everything like that throughout. Because again, experience in person, obviously, it does cause a bit more problems. I guess online, maybe a bit more plausible. It's just a case of there have been times where we've had to basically come up with stories or backstories why someone wasn't there during this plot and other stuff. So
Yeah,
just again that kind of
makes it
feasibility.
difficult.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult. That is for sure.
Oh, see the actual lives. Stop bragging. Our definition of lives, put it that way.
Let's see. I think I'm getting close to the point of being finished.
Oh, nice.
Almost.
I think
Hmm?
I've almost based Gwen as well, which is cool. They've got the base colours. Well, they've got the undercoat down, should I say? There are some miniatures that I'm just thinking of blasting through. It's like Groot, you got Krog, and basically a bunch of others where I'm just going to look at them like, yeah, I could do that in like 5 minutes.
Wait, what?
No, do you know the Marvel United miniatures I'm painting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some miniatures where I'm thinking I could do that in like 5 minutes. The painting, like
Really?
Groot. Yeah, like Groot and
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
like
Just
Krog and
contrasts.
yeah,
It's a Sylvaneth character basically.
pretty much, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I could find a good few others where I could just blast through them.
Yeah, probably.
Oh man.
Depends on how well those things take to contrast paints, I guess, as well.
Yeah, they're not bad. Not bad at all.
Because I mean, like a lot of them, like I said before, they're quite smooth, aren't they?
Well, they can be, but in all honesty, they're not bad at all. I think it's just it just depends on also the miniature itself. But in general, though, not too bad. Like all the bases have just been like done the same contrast color and then just done a wash over it, and it's like turned out pretty cool. So as an example, I do like silicon grey and then do a wash of either a bit of burnt Reichland flesh shade or Aggress earth shade, depending on what kind of effects I want. And there you go, done. Sorted. I'm doing it as we speak. There's one thing I actually forgot about the Loki miniature. Is that final touch. Yeah, but I think if we were to do the D&D thing, I think we'd just stick with D&D, just because again, I know Jono and Josh know D&D in that sense.
Fair enough.
And plus, we kind of know it to an extent as well. So
I've forgotten it by now.
well, no, I forgot a vast majority. Don't get me wrong, but I think we know it well enough in terms of like kind of the mechanic or like how stuff kind of works as a DM, not as a player.
I wish I could say that about myself, but at the same time, my default thoughts about D&D, I go back to like 3.5, maybe third edition, 3.5, or maybe even down to like second edition stuff.
Right. Okay.
Just because that's the stuff that I played when I was in high school. So I've had like years ish of experience with that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more familiar with me. Whereas fifth edition, I've done basically just with you guys. So that's limited.
Yeah, that's fair.
I suppose you guys have only played fifth edition, so it makes it a little bit more clear.
That's true. That is true indeed. Oh, yeah. Flopping. Squeaky chair, damn it. I did tighten the screws. I tried it. Did not fix the problem.
Apparently not.
I'm gonna have to invest in another chair soon. Got a bit of time. Matt, how long are you staying on for?
Probably not too late. I'm on call tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, what time is it now? 10:30 almost.
Oh, it's 10:30. Yeah.
Yeah, probably like 11. Then call it quits.
Cool.
Because I think I'm nearly done, anyways. So I'm happy with that.
No, that's cool. See, because I've actually done pretty much what I kind of wanted to do tonight, which was finish off Loki, and then just get a few miniatures just ready to start painting them.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
Flying, as one would say. Green Gobbo. Let's get his card out. That's what I like about these as well. You just have like such like a little cartoony effects, and they're just a bit of fun to paint. Although I've checked out the Marvel Crisis Protocol, I think it's called. That's the Marvel tabletop equivalent, where it's actually like you're fighting. You choose your heroes. You basically build your heroes, and then basically battle, and it's like tabletop battle kind of thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which is obviously interesting. It's it's pretty cool from what I've seen. Obviously, never played it, but again, the miniatures, they do look damn good for the heroes.
Are they also separate miniatures to the ones you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of the
similar style, or is it like realistic ones or a different?
No, realistic. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So a little bit different.
I'll try and get them up actually. Hold on. Let's go me. Let me see. So let me just show you. So these are obviously stuff that people have done on Instagram, but you can see. So that's Jean Grey. Here's Spider-Man.
Oh, right. So like not the chibi cutie ones, but like actual,
Yeah.
like to scale, I guess you could call it. Okay.
Yeah, you
cool.
go with that. Yeah.
Bit more challenging to paint though.
Yeah, but it just looks fun though. That's the actual starter set you get. The heroes in there.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you get a decent bunch. I think it's about 70, 80 quid or something.
Think you'll pick it up?
I'm tempted, but I want to try and obviously look at it a bit more, like, see what the reviews are and see how people play it, and because I know they do release heroes every so often, so it is like a supported game, and
That's always good. It's always
Yeah.
positive.
and they have a lot of buildings that you can actually I think you can throw objects, you can do other things as well. It's like a kill team kind of thing.
Oh, okay, right. Cool.
Yeah, so there you go. You got like the Daily Bugle kind of building. Well, obviously it's like a newspaper stand, and you can get like containers, other bits. Yeah, the miniatures. Oh, I love that. I love that miniature of Gambit. Also, you got Hulk, Juggernaut, Venom, Mysterio. So basically, you get so many. The miniatures just look pretty cool. Deadpool.
That's wow. That looks like a very fragile mini to hold. But it's very fitting for him, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get some pretty cool miniatures in there. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at it, and I might get to get the core box, just
Have a quick look at it and buy it.
assemble it, and just see if it's a game that tickles my little fancy, and if it does, cool. If it doesn't, it's just going to be another video for YouTube that I can just rant at and say it's a pile of choice.
I'm pretty sure you'll pick it up.
Well, I've been looking at it for about 6 months now, so
That means you're going to pick it up.
I've been quite patient, Matt. You know me; I'm quite impulsive when it comes to buying things.
Sure. Patient.
So,
Sure. Yeah. It's already in your shopping cart already.
It actually was, and then it got removed. But yeah, I get you. Oh, balls. All right. I'll be back in a sec. I need to get my phone charger.
All right.
The wife just picks up a new phone as well over the last few days, which is cool. In all honesty, her one though needed an upgrade. So this went with the iPhone, latest phone. Because new over makeup and all that jazz. You still there, Matt?
Aye, sorry, muted myself again.
No.
I'm gonna go grab some glue because a piece broke. Be right back.
Oh, yeah, no worries. How on earth? How much paint come out of that bloody pot? Oh, good grief. Yeah, so I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing Batman. It's going to be rather cool. It's a different take, hopefully. And I don't think the film is going to do the old retelling of the story as well, which is good because we've heard that story so many times. Pardon me. I'm going to say, Native Zen, if you're still there as well, mate, I have played, I don't know whether I actually told you or not, but I have played the, what do you call it, Odin's Raven. And yeah, it's a good game. It's a nice and easy two-player game. Very, yeah. So I'm thinking about doing a review on it, to be honest, which just gives a quick overview of what the game's about, all that kind of good stuff. So obviously you'll see it then, but it's a good game. It's something where, again, you don't need to be an expert or pro whatsoever in board games, and it's a fun two-player game. 20 minutes max, I'd say. If probably a bit shorter if you play it often. Start picking up. Not many complicated things around it. The most complex things are the Loki cards, but again, not overly complex. Although my wife hasn't played it yet. I just played it with my pops and my dad. So we'll see. And he doesn't really. The only board game he plays is chess. And that's quite rare. And he picks it up quick enough.
Hello again.
Yo.
So yeah, if we want to start D&D up again, that'd be cool. I can start thinking of campaign thingies to do, or just one-off quests to do.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've got one, I've got a few. It's just like stories that a bit of a twist or a bit of other stuff. Depends what type of kind of quest you're going to do and whether you're going to say, okay, everyone's character starts at level 10 or whatever, and you can level yourselves up accordingly, or whether or not we want to do like, okay, everyone starts off from scratch but then obviously you continue those characters over through different stories, so it's not necessarily a campaign.
Yeah, exactly. So it depends on how you want to do it.
Yeah. Well, I'll speak with the guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow, on Saturday even.
Yeah, because you guys are playing Twilight Imperium. So
Yeah.
talk about it, see what they want to do. If they want to do something, be happy to do so.
We did trial Star Wars. Only one little set of D&D. We tried one session of it, but yeah, and the Star Wars universe I do like, but I'm not really. I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan. I prefer fantasy, so I kind of I was interested, but again,
It's also a bit difficult in a well-established universe already because there's stuff that's canon that you can't touch,
yeah,
and there's like pre-designated rules and species and etc 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 that you have to kind of abide by, and like depending on who you're playing with, I suppose it can become quite difficult because like some people will be like, oh, that's not quite according to the lore or not quite according to canon, and
yeah, true.
this, that, and the other crap,
Yeah.
that stuff, and it just becomes a bit of a chore. So I kind of like it when it's it's D&D. You just do with it whatever you want.
Do what you want.
Your world, you make the rules. You can do whatever you want. Makes it a little bit easier that way. That's why I've always thought Soulbound was interesting, but I was kind of hesitant to get into it just because, like, there's quite a bit of flexibility with it, just because it's pretty high fantasy.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's still some restrictions, I suppose, to it.
Yeah, it depends how closely you want to delve with the story, and
yeah.
Well, yeah, there are certain things, obviously, like Stormcasts are Stormcasts, and all that kind. We already know what they're all about, but at the same time, telling a story could be quite interesting because again, they have had all those past lives, or a past life. We're told different ways, so from a like character perspective, it's quite interesting. But I know what you mean in terms of lore and everything's already established.
Yeah, it takes a bit of the mystery out of it, I guess. I don't know. I just like having my own world.
Because
I like having my own little world, my own little narrative thing.
Yeah, that's it. It's tell your own story, make up your own little fluff, and then there you go.
Exactly. I feel that's more entertaining for me.
So you'd been watching a load of videos by a DM called Matt Colville on YouTube. It sounds interesting, but I've never played it. I always thought it was just a US thing, but apparently not. No, it's a very much worldwide thing.
Pretty worldwide, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a matter of whether or not you're into that kind of thing or not.
Yeah, and finding a group. That's because certain things can happen during a game that can end friendships.
Yeah.
Depending on who you're questing with and other stuff. I mean, obviously,
who you decide to murder.
Yeah. Or like, not mention any names, Josh, and anything like that. But I think it's. It's quite funny though. Like, it's good having a bit of tension, a bit of stuff between characters for sure. Because obviously, rather than everyone saying, "Oh yeah, we'll do exactly what you say," yes, we'll. I like there's a bit of
tension's nice.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't become personal.
Yeah.
Because the second it becomes personal, that makes it very, very unfun to be. But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised, Sita. I thought you'd be a natural at D&D because your writing is quite good. Like it's very, very good, in fact. So I imagine you'd be a natural at DMing, or maybe just being a player character and just creating a very, very rich narrative for your character.
In fact, me and Jono, we were looking at this is like going back probably 2 years now, and we were looking at D&D and ways to play it online. And actually, I think we did invest in something like it's map creator that's purpose built for D&D.
Yeah, there's like there's a few servers, or not servers,
yeah,
a few apps that are made specifically. I think Roll20 is one of them.
Yeah, Roll20, that was it. Yeah. That was the
It's
one.
one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
There's quite a few more, I think, nowadays, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like exploded a little bit more, I think. But yeah, there are options for doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, all you really need is just a chat box
No,
and
no, of course.
dice roller. I think technically you could do it over Discord to a degree.
You could do, depending on like how like cinematic you want to be with your maps or creatures or whatever,
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
or whether you just want to use the most powerful machine there is, imagination.
Well, I think I'm done. As in, I'm done this thing.
Let's have a look.
Only thing I got left to do would be the base.
Oh, sweet that.
A Grelin Earth it, a Grelin Badlands it, and that'll be done.
That was well good, damn it. Commission almost complete.
Almost there, almost there. Just a few little touch-up details, I think. That's about it.
Cool. I've just basically finished off Loki. I've basically just done the base for this Green Goblin, for Gwen. Pew pew. And then thwop. And then I've also started this guy, Krog.
Me, myself, and Die, a solo play D&D style thing by a professional voice actor. That'd be cool.
I'll tell you what, Matt, we're gonna have to get our voices. We have to do some acting skills.
Oh, I got my voice mod program thing. I'll help out a little bit, and then
Yeah, true.
it'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be great. I mean, if you're interested, we could probably get you into a game at some point or another, possibly.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing, though, Matt, as well. What we could do with this, as you say there, is potentially get, like, every so often get, like, a member of the community kind of thing just to join
Yeah.
in the adventure kind of thing.
Yeah, just join in a random one-off kind of thing. Or consistently, persistently, whatever. Either way. Well, I think I'll probably stick with like if I'm gonna DM again, I'm probably gonna stick with like the basic couple of races, basic couple of classes, because once it gets once you get further onto the expansions and the archetypes and the different kind of like subclasses and all that, it gets a bit too much. I can't keep up with it.
No, to be honest, that's one thing I like about the DM though as well, is you don't really I just don't really care what players do or what they choose. To be honest, they could be bullshitting me for all I care.
Well, it's fine as long as it's not game breaking.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it starts to break the game in the sense that they start doing things that are just above and beyond what they should be able to do, and they screw up the story purposefully, or they mess with the other players, and just detract from the fun, detract from the story, then it becomes, it's
not the point of our sessions.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you start, you can live out your power fantasy of having this super powerful, awesome hero thing, but like, it just takes away from the fun of everyone else, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a cap on how powerful someone should get technically, anyway, in terms of just so you don't really deter away from the actual fun, the excitement, the tough decisions that could be made, and say, oh no, it's fine, guys, I've got this, and just walk in and absolutely obliterate everyone.
I think I feel like whenever I make a character, I like to have like a certain couple of flaws maybe for the character to have and to potentially overcome. I think that makes it fun. And like, some people roll the dice for their attributes and get like kind of crap scores, and
I like that.
They feel like that's not fun, but at the same time, that makes it so much more interesting for your character because, he's got like kind of crap dexterity, but you can build your story around that, and then you have you have reasons for why he fumbles his attacks or he fumbles his whatever rolls.
Yeah,
But the off chance they does something really amazing, that makes it really, really cool, right? He
exactly.
rolls a critical success and then, wow, cool, he lucks out. And that's like, those are the moments that make things
And
memorable.
that,
But if you're
yeah,
just
and
going to be like the
that's easy.
superhero that's like, yeah, I'll just roll this, I pass, I pass, I pass. Everything's easy, and it's not really much of a story, is it? There's no challenge to overcome except for the big bad guy that you have to punch a million times.
No, I agree though. Whenever I do any of those kind of random dice rolls and stuff, I just keep with whatever I get given. Makes it fun.
It does.
All right, Matt, you good?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits, and
Cool.
then I'll base this thing later on.
Sweet.
Then
So-
start on my Mortis engine.
Mm.
And then
Very-
we'll
very
see what
cool.
we'll play next week. What do you think you'll play next week? KO?
Yeah, I think KO is what I'll play next week. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind doing ogres again, but at the same time, I want a bit of variety with them. So,
Yeah.
but then again, I think even I could use the ogres again, but then it's, which in all honesty, thinking about it, I probably would do. But it just depends on what kind of game we're going to play as well, because like the last game was actually rather close, considering it came down to the final. What's the final turn, wasn't it?
I think it was the last two games that we played have been
Mm.
quite close.
Yeah, so might go with the ogres and just try them out in a different formation, I suppose, or just I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, if you want. I might bring up my Soul Blights. We'll see. How many plays
Okay,
did you want
cool.
to do? Like 1,000 again, or 1,000,
Yeah,
whatever you have?
I don't think I got 1,005 to be honest. So probably I think it's been reduced. So I think 1,004. Is it 1,003? I think it's 1,004. I think I got.
Yeah, we can do something like that.
Yeah, no, cool. I'll let you know. I'll tally up and let you know.
I'll piece together my zombies. They'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining tonight, and for those who are going to watch after the fact. Again, if you want to do anything to support the channel, we do have a link down below. It's basically the link to buy me a coffee. Again, no obligation, of course, but if you do feel like obviously supporting the stream or doing anything like that, hit that link. Basically, it's the equivalent of just donating, really. That's pretty much it. It's buying us coffees because it is rather thirsty work. So, but regardless, thank you all for joining tonight. It's been a blast as always. Take care and let the dice tell the story. Good night.